Well, hello everybody, and I'm actually a little early, I know that, so I'm gonna wait for a couple of more minutes and let people join. So let's see there we go. Perfect. For a couple of more minutes and let people join. So let's see there we go. Perfect. Let's see, how do I screen share? There we go, that's screen share right there. Okay, just another minute and then we are going to start. And this is going to be awesome. Let's see if this works. Screen share. I hope you guys can see this. I'm pretty sure it should work. There we go, it works. Okay, let's begin. It was the last time I'd ever see my parents. It was the last time for the next 8 years that I would be seeing my parents in person. And I was just 9 years old. If you didn't know who I am, my name is Ashwin Vidyala. And I want to tell you a story. I remember this is a couple of days ago. And for 3 days, for at least 2 or 3 days, nonstop, every time I opened my phone and I checked my email, I'd keep getting email after email after email, notification after notification after notification. Congratulations, you just got a new lead. Congratulations, you got a new lead. Notification, you got a new lead. 89 emails in 3 days. I generated 89 leads, qualified buying leads in 3 days. And that's what I'm going to show you today. I have a little paper here so I don't mess things. And let me just show you, just in case you don't believe me. Hold on, I need to screen share, obviously. Screen share, please. Thank you. Screen sharing. Yes. Okay. Yes. So let's see. Let's do search contacts here. Subscription date. This was between the 1st and the 4th. So that's 3 days. Show contacts, look at that, 89 contacts. 89 contacts in 3 days. 89 leads in 3 days, and that is the kind of stuff that we are about to go into today, and it is going to be fun. Okay, can you please stop screen sharing now? Yes, thank you very much. I don't use Google Hangouts a lot, and so it's a little confusing. So today I'm going to show you one of, actually before that, I want to talk to you about traffic, because whether you're looking online or offline, if a business doesn't have traffic, they really can't make money. If you have a restaurant, for example, and you don't have traffic coming in, you don't have people walking in to eat your food, if you have a hardware store, if you have a convenience store, does not matter. If you have a business online, if you're selling a book, if you're selling a product, a service, whatever it is, you need traffic coming to your website. You need traffic coming to your business, because if you don't have traffic, you're not going to make money. Traffic is the lifeblood of any business. And that's what we're going to go into today. I'm going to show you one of maybe hundreds of ways to get more traffic. And if you want to learn more ways to get traffic, there's a link below to what's called the Top Producer Formula. But don't even worry about that right now. I'm just going to go into one of the strategies that I use to get traffic in my business. And this is through YouTube videos, actually. And so it is going to be fun. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is the video I selected. Hold on, sorry. I forgot to screen share. I'll get used to it. There we go. Yeah. So now, I think I pressed the wrong one. Entire screen. Yeah. So this is my video. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of how I made the video and all, because that's not what I want to talk about in today's presentation. I want to talk about how you would set up the ad and stuff. To make money online. Yeah, so yeah, basically I was just saying, I was just promoting my business opportunity and telling them that this is the best way to earn money from home. So it wasn't that big a deal. So yeah, so let's get started. So what you would first, actually, let me go from the start. You would obviously need a Gmail account. If you don't have a Gmail account, it's really simple. What would you do? Create a Gmail account, right? And then you'd click here and you'd go to the process, put all the information and stuff, and then you'd create your Gmail account. And then what you want to do is you can either go to adwords.google.com. If you can't remember that, just Google AdWords, I guess. And there you go. And then you click that. And okay, since I'm already signed in, it would take me here. See that? Okay. Since I already opened, let's just, yes, perfect. So what you want to do first is, click on campaign and video, because we're going to be targeting video here. Okay, so we can name this whatever. Let's name this. Let's name it campaign number 1. Why the heck not? Then type as video. You can load settings from an existing video campaign, and I have quite a few. But let's we can start from scratch. It's no problem. I would suggest that you start with maybe $5 or $10, honestly, just not 100. Just to if you're getting your feet wet and you've never tried this before, I would suggest you just just dip your toes in the water before you full-fledged go out and start spending hundreds of dollars on this stuff. YouTube search. Maybe I want to take that off. YouTube search and YouTube videos. So what that means is YouTube search is like, say you go to YouTube and you type something. How to stop my dog from barking. See that? These ads is what searches. And say I clicked on some video. If the ad showed up here, okay, that's not an ad. But you know how sometimes when you click on a YouTube ad, YouTube video, an ad pops up? That's what this is, YouTube videos. And I like to choose the big 5, right? The top tier countries: United States, Canada, Australia. Then I have United Kingdom, and New Zealand, right? The big five. So that's what we're going to guess. English. I'm going to keep English because I do speak more than one language, but I only target English-speaking customers. And devices. I mean, I really don't. I don't prefer. Come on, there we go. I don't really prefer mobile ads. So if I do decrease by 100%, it'll only show desktops and tablets, and I can live with that. Oh, if you want to get fancy, look at you have all these options: start date, end date. Let's say I just want to run this campaign for a day. Today's the 4th of November. So let me just run this for a day. You can, if you want to get really creative, you can. There we go. You can choose the day, date, and all that stuff. I think I'm just going to leave that at that, honestly. Ad delivery. You can optimize for views, or you can optimize for conversions. A conversion could be, most of the time it's a click. Like, there's a link. If there's a link, like example here, I have a link in my ad, in my description, right? So conversion would be, YouTube will design it in such a way that it makes sure that people are, it's showing the video to people it thinks are going to click, as opposed to people who are just going to view. Does that make sense? Frequency capping, honestly, don't even worry about this. It's like if you had, if you're putting tens of thousands of dollars, and it was almost certain that based on your criteria that a lot of people would be exposed to the video more than one time in a day, then you might want to, if you'll say limit this campaign to 3 impressions per day to each unique user, that means each person will not be shown the same ad more than 3 times in a day. But since $10, I mean, it's really not, it doesn't matter when you're just putting $10 or even $100. I think it's more if you're putting thousands of dollars, that's when you have to worry about these things. So I think, yeah, not a big deal. Content exclusions, if what you're promoting cannot be shown to, say people who are under 18 or something, you can choose all these here. My stuff is good to go, so that's not a problem. And see, one thing I want to show you about YouTube ads is there's a lot of things that you can choose. It's called getting really granular. You can choose a lot of options, and it's pretty cool. So let's choose that. I went ahead and I just selected the link and paste that. Okay. Again, I'm trying to drive views, awareness, or conversions. And again, as I showed you, an in-stream ad would be, showing before somebody's video. In display would be like, how you see ads here sometimes. That's what in display would be. I think I just leave it on in-stream. And here, now the display URL is the URL, the website that's going to be shown on the ad. Since mine is a pretty simple URL, 10kcashformula.com, I can just leave it at that. If you had some weird, complicated website, that's when you'd have to worry about putting a easier to read display URL. And this is where it'll go. So www.10kcashformula.com. Excuse me. Tracking template, you don't need to worry about all of this, honestly. It's not a big deal. Companion banner. Okay, let's just do that. Ad name video ad 1. Now, see, it's saying the typical for these kind of videos 6 to 25. I'd say just leave it at 10. And so 100 views, because the average cost per view is 6 cents. So I put 10, so that's why it's it's a little more than if it was just 10 cents, because 10 cents is the maximum that I'd be spending. It's not guaranteed that I'll spend that much. It won't go above, but it most likely will be below. And then demographics, you can for what I'm promoting, I'd like to take out 65 plus. 18 to 24, I think I'll take that out too, because generally they don't have too much money, right? Parent, not a parent, unknown, that's not a big deal. Any interests, I think I'll just leave that at that right now. And then narrow targeting. There we go. And see, you can also add what I call, you can add keywords. So it's like, for my niche, right? Best way to earn money from home. So I'd, just add a whole bunch of best way to make money from home. Unrelated keywords, really? Okay. So, I'll just, there we go. Best way to make money. The best way to make money at home. Best way to make money from home. Best way to make money at home. You don't want to add too many here. You just want to add a couple. I think just add a few more. The best ways to make money from home. Best ways to make, I think that's good. Do you see how I did that? This is really simple. I mean, it might seem like I'm rushing through this, but there's really not too much to it. Honestly, this is basically what you do. And it's pretty simple. So I'm going to go ahead and save the ad group. LinkedIn, I mean, this is optional for advanced tracking and stuff. I don't really need to worry about that. And let's see. Yep. Well, where is that? All campaigns. Show me that campaign. No campaigns. Where is that? There we go. Eligible. It takes a while to approve it. It says eligible. When it says approved, that's when it will start. So that's pretty much it for YouTube ads. I mean, it's not really that complicated. If you're trying to get, I want to go ahead and pause that for a second. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there really isn't too much to YouTube ads. I mean, I've tried them a little bit, and I've gotten sales, I've gotten leads from them, and so I know it works. And it's really not that big a deal, and it's not very complicated. But I hope that made sense. And I actually want to finish my story. Excuse me for a second. I get really thirsty. I want to finish the story I started with. I said that that was the last time I was going to see my parents for 8 years. And, it's a whole story. I grew up I'm 24 right now. And I grew up, the first third of my life was in Dubai. The second third was in India, as you can probably tell with my accent. And now I live in the US. I live in Texas. And so, it's my whole, I'll go into my story some other day, not today. And basically, I lived when I was in India. For the 8-9 years I was there, my parents were here. And so me and my two brothers, we lived away from them for 9 years. I did not see them once in person. Skype and stuff, yes. But in person, I did not see them for 9 years. Excuse me. And the only reason that happened is because of money. A lack of money, rather. So not having enough money separated my family for a decade, almost 10 years. And that is why I do what I do, because I don't want that to happen to another family, because just because of money, it kind of ruined my childhood. Now, today I live with my parents and stuff. And so, everything is fine now. But growing up, it would have been more helpful if I had them around me. It would have made things easier. But, it's because of monetary situations that we were separated. So yes, that is a major reason of why I do what I do. And so, we are coming pretty much to the close of this webinar. I know it's not, very, it wasn't very long, because there really isn't much for YouTube ads. And I want to talk to you about the top producer formula, because that is where I learned what I learned. And let me tell you a story first. I remember I was listening to this guy who's a big deal in internet marketing. If I told you his name, you'd probably know who he is. He's a big shot. And I was watching one of his videos, and he said, the way to make money online is you have to create your own product, and you have to learn how to create a website, and you have to learn how to write sales letters that sell. And it's very simple. You just create your own product and package it and make a website, write all this copy is basically a sales letter, and get traffic and sell it. That's so simple. I'm thinking, what the hell is wrong with you? I've been online for 2.5 years and I don't know how to do all that stuff. And it made no sense whatsoever to me. But this is how it is out there. I mean, you probably have tried that too. You've tried to make money online and it didn't work because you require all these skills. What if I showed you a way where you didn't have to worry about creating your own product? Because the product's already made for you and you can get high commissions on them. You don't need to create your own website. I don't know how to build websites. I have no idea HTML and stuff, no idea whatsoever. In HTML, you had high converting funnels and sales letters written for you, and you had a system that made everything simpler. Doesn't that sound like a better idea? Well, to me, it made sense. And so even if you have all of this, you have to realize you need to learn how to generate traffic. Because if you don't know how to create traffic, you really can't do anything, which is why I'm talking about the top producer formula. There's a link to it below. And over here, you're going to learn now, like today, what I showed you is one of maybe hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of ways to get traffic. And in that product, industry experts who are doing this day in and day out, who make 7 figures online a year. I don't make 7 figures online a year right now, honestly. But these guys make 7 figures, a lot of them. And they are teaching you how to generate traffic for whatever you're promoting. It doesn't even matter because the principles and the techniques are always the same. You can adapt them to your product and your niche. But these guys are producing massive results. And it is these people that are teaching you how to generate traffic. And so that's why I think I would urge you to check it out because it's amazing. And see, the way I look at it is there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So you don't really have much to lose. You can get it, and if it doesn't make sense to you, you can return it because you have to do what's right for you. And if you're looking for a way to make money online, like I remember what I told you when I was when I heard the genius, the guru, right? When he said all of that, I'm like, and this was recent. It wasn't that long ago. But what I was thinking is, what if I was new and I heard that? I'd think there is no way in hell I can make it because a lot of people can't do these things. They don't have these skills. So how do you expect them to do it? If you join my team, everything, as I said, is going to be ready-made for you. And if you take action today, I'm going to give you 2 bonuses. One, I'm going to have a private mastermind right after this webinar, maybe in 10-15 minutes, when I'm going to go in depth. And when I said I created 89 leads in 3 days, that's absolutely correct. All of them didn't come from YouTube ads. I used another technique that honestly is simpler and it works better, for me at least, the way I do it. And that is what created the results. And I'm going to teach you exactly what I did. And there's not going to be a recording of this. So if you miss the webinar today, the mastermind today, you're going to lose it forever because I'm not recording it, and I'm deliberately not recording it because I want to reward people who take action today. And 2, if you join my team today, I'm going to get on the phone with you and give you a 15 to 20 minute coaching call where I'm going to go over your goals, your dreams, what you want to achieve. And we're going to create an action plan, a game plan. Because when I started 2 years ago, I was left in the water. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody to teach me. And so I had to learn everything myself. And that is not fun. Now this coaching call, don't mistaken what this is. I am not going to do the work for you, but I'm going to guide you. I'm going to give you a plan of action and a path to take that you can go down and that you can create results much faster. Because if I had that, honestly, I would have been achieving results much sooner if I had somebody to teach me. And so you will be given that advantage if you take action today. And I talked about the 30-day money back guarantee. I like to keep a list so that I don't forget what I'm going to say. And I want to end with a story. I love stories. One of my mentors told me this story. He said, there was a bunny rabbit and a turtle. And they went to the local bar in the forest, apparently, right? It was called the the jungle brook or something. I don't remember what the heck the name of the bar was in the forest. I'm sort of so funny. I was laughing when he told me that story. But so yeah, the bunny and the turtle went at the bar, So they were standing at the bar, They asked the bartender to give them a drink. One of them was sipping brandy and the other was sipping whiskey, I guess. And they got their drinks, they were drinking. And then the rabbit was saying, in case any hunter or like lion or prey or something come and try to attack us, I have so many ways to exit. I could probably climb over the roof and I could run away from there. I could burrow underground and go here. I see a door there. I could go from there. I could jump out of the window. And he was saying, he's thinking of, whatever scenario came, I have an exit plan. So he had all these, he was talking to the turtle. And then they started hearing some footsteps. There were hunters trying to, to kill them. And so the turtle, the moment he heard it, he just shot out through the door. The rabbit, on the other hand, was sitting there and thinking, so what should I do? Should I climb up the roof? Should I jump out of the window? Or should I burrow underground? Should I run outside the door? What should I do? And he was thinking because he could do all of this and he was thinking, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And then the hunters eventually came in and shot the rabbit and killed it. The moral of the story is that the rabbit perished because of indecision. Not because the rabbit didn't have the skill or the ability to do what he needed to do. He perished because he did not make a decision. The turtle, on the other hand, was given an opportunity. He saw the threat, boom. He acted. He acted immediately, and that is why he lived. Now, today, when I ask you to make a decision, obviously, I want you to do what's right for you. Because if you don't feel it's right for you, then you shouldn't do it. But I know the power of this information. And I know what it can do for you. The reason, and as I said, a good portion of why I do what I do is because of what happened to my family. And I don't want it. See, it wasn't political persecution that my parents were running away from. It was money. They came to America because in search of a better life for me and my brothers and the whole family. It wasn't selfish. Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm very grateful for what they did because it's a big deal what they did. Leaving your children in another country and coming here for 8 years, 9 years. The reason I was separated from my parents for a whole decade and had my childhood without them is because my family didn't have money. They say the love of, a lot of people like to say money is the root of all evil. No, the love of money is the root of all evil. But money is a resource and resources give you options. If my family had money, I would not be away from my parents for a whole decade. And you might think it's not a big deal. I was 9 and I was without them till I was 18. If my family had money, that would not happen. And so I'm pretty sure a lot of family stories are not that drastic and dramatic. But I do know that everybody struggles. And I tried a lot of things over the past 4 or 5 years, online for 2 years and offline before that. And I tried so many things. I did everything I was told and nothing worked until I was exposed to the opportunity that you have in your hands today. If you want things in your life to change, you're going to have to change things in your life. One of my mentors told me, if you're unhappy with your situation right now, you're going to have to do some different things. And I would suggest that getting the top producer formula, getting on board on my team, and getting your coaching call will change things for you. Because I know the power of this information. I know what this opportunity has done for thousands of people. And I know what it can do for you. But you have to take action. And I know that you will make the right decision. Not for you, not just for you, for your family, for your family's future. Because you have dreams. We all have dreams. A lot of us work jobs that we hate, commuting so long, working for bosses that are idiots, barely making ends meet, driving a shitty car, not being able to buy the clothes we want, not being able to go on vacations that we have dreamed and we deserve to go on. I know you want your life to change. And it can change. But it's your decision. It's all in your hands. So go ahead, click on the link below, get on our team, and let's lock arms and fight the forces of evil.